later. Feel free to ask questions anytime you have them. Andy Papier is here with the chat to let us to answer all of your questions in the chat. So let's begin. This webinar is being hosted by Andy Papier, one of the community heroes at BigMarker, and myself, Joe Yeoman, another community hero at BigMarker. These are our emails, so if you ever have any questions, feel free to send us an email. So these are the newest updates that we've done in the last 2 weeks, roughly, 2-3 weeks. So we've done a big update to pricing. We've also added a daily digest for your emails, categories for web conferences and your communities, the ability to create a Facebook event from any of your conferences. We've also added hosts being highlighted in the conference room. You may notice that next to Andy and my name happen to have a star. And then we've done a few bug fixes too for the emails and the conference presentation. So let's discuss them one at a time. So the first one we have is the update to pricing. So we have recently, in fact, as of Tuesday, now have public communities are free on BigMarker. So we are only now charging for private communities. So public communities means everything's open to the world. Anybody can join. You can host public webinars. You automatically are seamlessly integrated into our YouTube channel, so your public content is also now available on YouTube. You can have 250 attendees in your conference room. Any one of your members, if you would like, can host conferences. You can sell tickets and membership dues to your community. There are no per-user charges, no contract setup fees, cancellation fees, and never any funny business. And we also have a private community, so if you would like to make your community private, we do offer that at $20 per month, and that allows you to host both public and private conferences, have applications, and basically have a more administrative control over your community. If you currently are paying for community, we did not switch it to either public or private. We left it at your current paying price. So if you would like to have your community switched from the paid private communities to a free public community, you just need to email either Andy or myself or support@bigmarker.com, and we can help you take care of that. So also too with the public ones is the free public. These include all of the communities that you create. So if you create 1,000 communities that are public, all 1,000 will be free. Your private ones include a 14-day free trial, unless you are switching over from a public to private. So if you were on a public community for 6 months and decided you want to become private, you start being charged that day you move to be private. So we've added a daily digest in the last few weeks, about 2 weeks now. This allows you to receive a condensed version of what is happening in your community right to your email. So basically everything that happens in your community you receive in that email. So it has upcoming conferences, you can see in this one. So we have, I'm going to zoom in quick. So we have upcoming conferences. We have recent activity and discussions. It even shows you files being uploaded, polls being asked, and if community members have joined. So this is a really easy way to see everything that's been happening in your community that day. If nothing happens in your community during the day, then you do not receive an email. So you don't have to worry about being bombarded with emails that have absolutely nothing in them. If you would like to turn off your daily digest, you can do so here on the notifications setting. Automatically, when we release this feature, we automatically have it updated, so you do get this no matter what. So if you'd like to turn it off, that's where you would do that. Categories, so we've added categories to your conferences and community. So this makes it easier for people on BigMarker to find your content. So if you are hosting a public conference or have a public community, people can search for it by category. So the categories are arts and culture, business and career, education and learning, health and wellness, hobbies and interests, military and veterans, nonprofits and causes, politics and activism, religion and spirituality, support, technology, and other. So when you have created your community or conference, you can select what categories are part of your community. Also, too, in your community settings, on the first page of your community settings, if you scroll down to about halfway down the page, you will see a section where you can add the categories later. Create a Facebook event. So now we have integrated with Facebook for your webinars or video conferences. So on your conference landing page, you will see a little button now that says, you scroll in, it's on the left side, create Facebook event. So right here, this create Facebook event. Basically what happens if you push this click on this little Facebook icon, it will load a Facebook application that you must accept. And once you've accepted it, it automatically does it every time. And so once you push this, it will create a Facebook event automatically. So you click on the create Facebook event, let's scroll out, and it takes you on Facebook. It doesn't take you anywhere. It'll tell you that it created it. So when you're on Facebook, you need to go to Facebook, and then you select your events, and then you just need to look for the event time that this is actually being hosted. So, for example, on this troubleshooting on BigMarker, this is a webinar that we're hosting later next week. So I went to Thursday, February 20th, 2014 at 4 p.m. I see my particular event that I created, troubleshooting on BigMarker. I click on it, and it goes to this page where it has all of my information. It has the title, it has me hosting it, it has the time, it also has the URL to do it, it has some other information right here, a place to write posts, to invite friends to this BigMarker, to your Facebook event. The only thing that we cannot include is the image. There's no way for us to send the image straight to Facebook. So you do need to, as you can see in this slide, there was no image. And then I went through and uploaded my own image. You can do so, there's a little button on here you can click to upload your own image. So you do need to upload your own image if you do your Facebook events. It's just something to know. And then once it's on your Facebook events, this allows you to basically just invite all your friends, keep it public or private, and people on Facebook can then find it. Let's go to the next one. So again, we have the highlighted chat. So inside the conference room, we are now highlighting the chat of both yourself. When you chat, turn out to be blue on here, so you can see that it's blue, so everybody's name should be blue when you chat. And also, too, you get a star here if you are the host of the conference. So you can see that Andy and I are the hosts of the conference. So if you were actually to click on the People tab, you would see that Andy and I come up at the top. We have our own little administrator host badge, and then we each have a star for ourselves. So when we chat, you can see that we are the main people in the chat. This is just to make it easier to tell who is actually the host and who is not the host. And then here are the few bug fixes that we have made in the last week. Is we were having issues with emailing back to a post. So when somebody would post on BigMarker, you were able to email back into it. And we were having issues with some versions of Outlook and Yahoo. We have fixed those issues, so it should not contain any of this weird alien text that makes you feel like you're in the Matrix. We have also fixed the issue with presentation automatically flipping back to slide 1. We were having a problem where every once in a while the presentation would flip back to the first slide, and then you have to flip all the way back to the beginning. That issue has also been fixed as well. So the email to post, so anytime somebody posts on BigMarker, so you can see that Joe Yeoman posted to Yeoman & Son Sales. Hello everyone, I'm planning to be gone, taking off March 3rd off of work. It is a Monday, that is all, Joseph. You can reply back to any post that has, please type your reply above this line. Reply will be posted to the bulletin. So if it's a personal message, if it's a private message, if it's a poll, file, shared, etc., as long as it has this little set of text right here, you're able to actually reply to that message and it will get included on the message board. If it does not have this text, it will actually be emailed back into the BigMarker staff, and you've probably received an email from myself, Andy, or another Andy describing what had happened. So if you email back this, we have this, please type your email address, reply will be posted to the bulletin. That does get posted to the bulletin. So we have fixed the issue where that was happening. And as Andy is pointing out, private messages stay private. They do not become public when posting them. Here are some of the upcoming updates. So we are working on the video conferencing and webinar platform to include an Australian server and desktop sharing. So desktop sharing is still in the works. I know we keep saying that it is coming soon, but we promise you it is coming soon. Hopefully we'll begin testing it very, very shortly and have it out to you as soon as possible. Those are the two updates that are coming very soon. Again, you can contact us by emailing us at Andy@BigMarker.com, Joe@BigMarker.com. You can also follow us here at help.BigMarker.com, blog.BigMarker.com, YouTube/BigMarker videos, Facebook.com/BigMarker, Twitter.com/BigMarker. So if anybody has any questions, please let us know. If not, those are the newest updates we've had in the last 2 weeks. But please let us know if you do have any questions.